Good morning dear students and welcome to Genesis. Well, आज के इस लेक्चर में I am starting a new chapter which is respiration in plants. Now respiration we already know is a chemical reaction, and in this chemical reaction glucose is acted upon by oxygen and this results in the production of carbon dioxide, water and energy. लेकिन respiration को details में समझने के पहले let us try and understand how much is this required in an animal and in plants. See, in case of animals, the quantity of the energy required for their maintenance is more. क्यों? क्योंकि they have to move from one place to another place. Whereas in case of plants, the requirement of energy is little less. लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि they do not require energy. Plants also require energy, and this energy is utilized for them in making proteins from amino acids, starch from glucose, to make the cell wall and to perform many other cellular activities. So respiration जितना हमारे लिए ज़रूरी है उतना ही it is essential for the plants. Since we know that respiration has to do with liberation of energy, but ये respiration दो तरह से हो सकता है. There can be respiration where you are utilizing oxygen, and such kind of respiration is known as aerobic respiration. लेकिन एक और एक type of respiration is also seen in nature where we break down glucose but we do not use oxygen, or you can say absence of oxygen, and इस process को कहा जाता है anaerobic respiration. We will study about anaerobic respiration in the later half of the chapter. अभी हम लोग सिर्फ aerobic respiration पे concentrate करते हैं. So अगर I have to write the chemical equation of aerobic respiration, then glucose, which is C6H12O6, this is acted upon by oxygen, and this results into the production of carbon dioxide plus water and plus energy. But remember one thing, जब भी आप ये reaction लिखेंगे, you have to write the balanced equation. So the balanced equation is 1 molecule of glucose acted upon by 6 molecules of oxygen produces 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water and energy. Now, ये जो reaction मैंने बताया, this does not happen in one step. There are many sub-steps to it. उन सारे sub-steps को दो category में divide किया गया है. The first category is where C6H12O6, or which is also known as glucose, इसे directly इसमें convert करने के पहले it is converted into pyruvate. And ये pyruvate है क्या? This is a 3 carbon compound. जैसे glucose is a 6 carbon compound, pyruvate is a 3 carbon compound. ये जो step है, this step is known as glycolysis. So first step. And the second half is where the pyruvate breaks down to give out carbon dioxide, water and finally energy. इस स्टेप को कहा जाता है Krebs cycle, because ये एक cyclic form में ये reaction है. When you go to higher grades, we will study this anyways in details. Now, for the performance of Krebs cycle and glycolysis, there are many enzymes required. So I can write that all the reactions, they are basically enzyme dependent in respiration. And the next characteristic feature of respiration is, in this we know energy is liberated. लेकिन ये energy किस form में liberated होता है? Most of it is liberated in the form of heat. However, some part of it is also converted into a chemical form. इस chemical form का नाम है adenosine tri मतलब 3 phosphate. That means this has total 3 phosphate molecules attached to it. And इस adenosine triphosphate, जिसे हम ATP के नाम से जानते हैं, this is known as the energy currency. क्यों? Because all the metabolic activities that are happening within the cell require energy in this form. So ये energy cell के पास रहता है, and whenever it requires it, it is going to break the adenosine triphosphate and obtain that energy. So now let us understand ये breaking कैसे होता है. So जब respiration होता है, है, then these are produced. There is production of CO2, there is production of H2O, there is production of heat, and there is also production of ATP, right? That means a chemical form of energy. Now, how is this chemical form of energy prepared? Let's see. The chemical form of energy is prepared by combining adenosine diphosphate ADP with inorganic phosphate. Diphosphate means there are two phosphate, and to this we add one more phosphate molecule by utilizing the energy which is produced during the process of respiration. Heat ke alawa, please don't get confused, heat is one form of energy and the other form of energy is utilized in combining the ADP with inorganic phosphate. Bana kya isse ATP. Now this ATP will again get converted into ADP by liberation of inorganic phosphate and production of energy when the cell needs it. So this is a cycle which is clearly showing how ATP and ADP, they keep on interchanging depending upon the requirement of the cell. जब requirement नहीं है, then it will remain in the form of ATP, and when there is requirement of energy by the cell, the ATP will break to release that phosphate and will convert itself into ADP, thereby releasing energy for the cell. Now सेल के अंदर जो भी केमिकल रिएक्शंस होते हैं उन्हें टुगेदर कहा जाता है मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज. सो ऑल द मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज ऑफ अ सेल, उन्हें दो कैटेगरीज में पढ़ा जाता है. दे आर आइदर एनाबॉलिक और दे आर कैटाबॉलिक. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? अगर वो रिएक्शंस जिसमें कोई नई चीज बनती है बाय यूजिंग डिफरेंट सब्सटेंसेस, सच इज नोन एज एनाबॉलिक प्रोसेस. एंड इफ इन अ रिएक्शन one substance is broken down to release substances, new substances, then that is called catabolic. So anabolic process का best example है photosynthesis. क्यों? Because in photosynthesis we know that carbon dioxide and water, they are fused together to form glucose. So basically there is a new substance formed by combining two substances. On the other hand, अगर हमें catabolic process का एक example जानना हो, then the example is respiration. क्यों? Because during the process of respiration, glucose is actually broken down to release carbon dioxide and water. So there are two examples right in front of you. एक है anabolic process का photosynthesis and catabolic process का respiration. Now let us understand the difference between respiration and burning. Because respiration में भी heat produce होता है, burning में भी heat produce होता है. So let us find out, are they similar or there are differences between them? So the primary differences between respiration and burning are, number one, respiration is a cellular process. That means it happens within a cell, whereas burning is a non-cellular process. ये cell के बाहर होता है, cell की जरूरत नहीं होती. Second, since it happens within a cell, हम कहेंगे it occurs at the body temperature, whereas burning, it will always happen at a very high temperature. रेस्पिरेशन के दौरान देयर आर सीरीज ऑफ केमिकल स्टेप्स, हमने पढ़ा है, देयर इज ग्लाइकोलाइसिस, देयर आर क्रेब्स साइकिल, बट इन केस ऑफ बर्निंग देयर इज अ सिंगल स्टेप. नेक्स्ट इज इट इज कैरिड आउट बाय एंजाइम्स. इट्स अ बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस. बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस वो प्रोसेसेस है जो बिना एंजाइम के हो ही नहीं सकते. सो दे आर कैरिड आउट बाय एंजाइम्स, दे आर कैरिड आउट बाय हीट. नेक्स्ट इज लाइक इट्स ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, दीज आर बायोकेमिकल. हम उन्हीं रिएक्शंस को बायोकेमिकल कहते हैं जो विद इन अ सेल इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ एंजाइम्स होते हैं. सो दिस इज अ बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस, वेयर this is a physiochemical process. Next is energy. Respiration में जो energy है वो या तो ATP या तो heat के form में release होता है. But during burning जो energy produce होता है, it is produced in the form of heat and light. And the last point is there is no light energy produced during the process of respiration. और हम सब जानते हैं that in burning there is production of light energy. So with this we finish today's class. I'm going to meet you again in the next class. Meanwhile, keep revising, subscribe my channel, share it with your friends. Thank you.